Now we are going to talk about another question, WH question word, which is the word کجا. Means where. کجا is used to specify the place or to find the adverb of the place in the sentence. So, and how are we going to form a question with کجا? The location of کجا is exactly the place of missing information. For example, تو دیروز کجا بودی? Where were you yesterday? Where were you yesterday? تو دیروز کجا بودی? So, as you can see, the word order has not changed at all. Just I need to put the missing information in my answer. So, I can say من دیروز, then the answer در تهران بودم. I was بودم. من دیروز در تهران بودم. So instead of کجا, I put the missing information. من دیروز در تهران بودم. در تهران was the missing information and کجا had come right in the place of that. Another example. او کجا کار می کند? Where does he work? Where does he work? او کجا کار می کند? The answer should just give this missing information. So, او در کارخانه factory کار می کند. As you can see, just it came in the place of the missing information. Another point about کجا is that it can be used in the اضافه combination. For example, I know that you are working in Tehran, but I want to know specifically where in Tehran. For this where in Tehran, I use کجا in the اضافه combination. So I say کجای تهران. I ask you تو, then کجای تهران کار میکنی? As you can see here, کجای تهران is a اضافه combination. I wanted to specify where in Tehran. I can say کجای کلاس بودی? Where in class you were? So کجا can be used in the اضافه, in an اضافه combination. Another important point about کجا is when it's used with the verb to be. So because the کجا ends in a vowel, long vowel a, so when we want to use it with the short form of the verb to be, we need to use a euphonic ye in order to make the pronunciation easier. Let's look at some example. For example, I want to say where am I? So the short form is using am. So let's see. کجا, then am. Am is the short form of the verb to be. هستم changes to am. Now we have two vowels, a and the short vowel a. Two vowels next to each other. It's hard to pronounce. So we put a euphonic ye here. This intervenes here. And now we say کجایم. The same for the second person. Then we say کجا. Then we have this one. کجا هستی changes to ye, the short form of the verb to be. So we put another کجایی. کجایی. And but the third person is different because the short form of the verb to be in the third person is a. For example, I say instead of چه است, I say چیه, or other examples. But here, because it ends in a long vowel, we just drop the aleph from است and use it. So we say کجاست. This is very important because this is used a lot. او کجاست, where is he? Instead of saying او کجا است, native speakers say او کجاست, not او کجا است. So aleph is dropped and it's pronounced کجاست. The same with کجاییم. کجا. Then we have here im. So in order of, oops, this is the short form of the verb to be. In order to be easily pronounced, we need to use a euphonic ye, کجاییم. And the same with the second person plural that I write it here. We say کجا, then we have this one, it, and we add euphonic ye, کجایید. Without that, say کجایید, کجایید. But it's hard, so we add this euphonic ye and we say کجایید. And the third person plural is, then we have here and. So it's hard. We have the long vowel a and the short vowel a. Then we add the euphonic ye and we say کجایند. So کجایم, کجایی, کجاست, where is he or she? کجاییم, where are we? کجایید, where are you? And کجایند, where are they? So it is important to remember the usage of کجا with the short form of the verb to be. And this was the lesson on how to form question with the word کجا.